Guys, so today I'm going to show you how to switch out your regular steering wheel for an aftermarket one. I already got my quick release sitting on there, and obviously I got my hub sitting right here as well. So I've watched one video over this and it went over really well for the details, but I thought, I'd give my own little opinions of what's going on because I ran into a few hiccups. So I'm going to try and walk you guys through this. First thing we're going to do, we are going to disconnect the negative terminal on the battery, and we're going to let it sit from somewhere between 5 minutes to 10 minutes just so that all the energy that's actually in the system dissipates a little bit and you don't have the airbag going straight in your face. So the first thing we're going to do once we disconnect the battery and let it sit for a little bit, mine's been sitting for like 10 minutes at this point. So we're going to take out these screws that are inside of here. The one thing I figured out too is that there are going to be a few clips that try and hold it in. Like there's like a ridge at the very top. So once you get it loose, it's just going to sit there and keep spinning. So you just got to get like a flathead and you just got to like pry it out pretty much and get it around the actual clips that are inside there. It's all pretty self-explanatory. You just got to feel around for them and you just got to pop them right out. But once you do that, it releases the the airbag. But yeah, you'll see that in just a second. So I already got it nice and loose. I don't know if you can tell if it's further up or not, but you can kind of see where the one clip is. Let me try and zoom in. You can see the one clip that's sitting right there. So basically, like I said, I'm just using like one of these ones. So I got the bit on here, and I just got to go grab one of these ones. I would say choose the smallest flathead you can, just so like you have like more wiggle room for everything. And then obviously, just put it in. You just try and jam it around. So yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble. It's gonna take some time, but yeah, again, get it around the clips. And like I said, there is that ring at the top, so you just kind of like you gotta like work your way around. You gotta find the first place to go in and just go around. Finally got it out. It took a little bit longer than usual, but as you can see, you see the little ridges I was talking about. You can see the ridges right through here. The clips get stuck onto that and you just gotta move them around. I got lucky enough this time where like the bolt was like still in there, but it moved away enough so I can actually pull the airbag away. But yeah, once you do that, obviously you want to try and straighten out your wheel. Mine was like set a little bit to the left, so I'm going to have it obviously a little bit to the left. Obviously check your wheel. And then we're going to take apart the airbag. With this one, there are a few connectors that come out to it. We're going to take this off and then these two right here. And I'll get to the next part in a second. All right, so now that we got to here, we got to take out these ones right here. We just got to get a screwdriver, flathead again. You just got to get into the actual thing and you just got to pry it up. You just got to like work your way in it. Sometimes it's kind of a pain, especially with the steering wheel kind of being in your way. But you sit there, you work it, and then this thing will pop up. That means that it's all unlocked. You do that to the other side, make sure it's all the way up. And then you just sit there and you work it out. Sometimes it's kind of a pain to come out. Sometimes it'll come out really easily like that. And then boom, you got that. And then we're just gonna disconnect the ground wire. I believe this is for the horn as well. You just disconnect that. And then obviously take the clips or move the mount thing out the way. And then boom, got this in and out. Next, we don't have to worry about these wires just yet. We're trying to get this off right here. I got my ratchet right here. This size is a 7/8. So yeah, 7/8 fits right on there. You can use a breaker bar. You can use whatever the hell you want. But obviously you just got to get this off. It's kind of a pain when you do it. It's gonna be obviously kind of resistant. So what I usually do is obviously just grab out to the side and just pull to the opposite side while I do that and try not to smack my face onto here. That's the best way to do it. All right, so yeah, again, just come over, just pull until it goes, and then you can just sit there and just do regular ratchet movements on the way out. And then when you take this off, do not take the bolt off all the way. I mean, you can, but you can just put it right back on, because the good thing about this is that you can also use it so when you take the steering wheel off, it doesn't come smacking you in the face. Obviously, just get it really loose. Bring it to where it is still threaded on. All you got to do, like, it's still threaded on, obviously, but it still, has a little bit of room to move. So at this point, all you got to do is just sit here, kind of bang around the steering wheel, get it all going. You can hear that. See, obviously that's gonna save your face when you pull, and that was not there. That was smacked you right in the face. So obviously you get to that point, unscrew the bolt, and then this is all good to come out. And just watch out for the wires coming out because it's kind of a pain. And then we're also gonna disconnect the white one right up here. It's just the harness. It's just the harness for all the other buttons in the steering wheel to work. We got it all out. The only two things that should be in here are these two wires right here, the ground for the horn, and then these ones right here for all the buttons. Next part is that we got to get this plastic shit off. Make sure you keep everything with it. Because we're obviously gonna have to put this part back together, but there are going to be 3 different bolts. There's going to be the 2 that are right up here, and there's going to be 1 right down here, right there as well. You just got to take those ones out. They're all going to be Phillips head ones. So again, I'm just using my little attachment right here, and I'm going to be doing that. The screws all out and everything. It took me a little bit to get it open, but sometimes you get like banging around if it's not coming off, but usually you can just pull off to the side and it'll pop down. There you go, you got the bottom part off, and then the top part right here, there's usually like a little something, just like this little flap right here. It's kind of stuck on there. It's like a magnet or something like that, so it'll pop right off easily. So when it comes to this part too, we're going to switch over to this right here. This right here is basically when you turn on your turn signal and you turn, it automatically cancels it out pretty much. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Now you see it. So we need to get rid of this part. All it entails is taking these clips off. You just got to push up. That's pretty much all you got to do for all these clips. And once you do it, it should be able to pop right off. Let's see. That one's not coming off. One sec. One other clip somewhere. Oh, there it goes. All right, so yeah, we got it off, and then we got the wires right here. These are all the different ones. I believe this one's like for like the horn. This one's for the accessories that are on there. Pretty much we don't need these really anymore right now, because obviously with our steering wheel right here, we don't got no buttons on here. So yeah, we just gotta disconnect these real quick. So we'll go through. You can hold that real quick. Just gotta go through, obviously disconnect them. And then this one's like a little slide one. You just push it down or push it up and then slide out. Oh, of course, come on. There it goes. That's all off, and then all you need, this is all you need to do for this is all you need to do when it comes to disassembling everything. I am going to grab my hub adapter. This is an NRG one. This is actually pretty decently expensive just for this little part. This is actually like the only legit like big company that I have. The other one I got is a kyostar for the actual quick release, and then that's the brand I got for this steering wheel. So they aren't like top brands, but hey, they're gonna get the job done and they're gonna look great. So obviously, I don't think there's like any specific, like turning radius or like any place you have to put it. So I'm just gonna put it like that, make it all even up. So we got that on there right now. We just got to grab our old nut that held the held the actual steering wheel to the thing. We just got to screw that in, and we're not going to be putting in the horn right now just because I don't really know the whole process of that. So once I figure that one out, I'll probably make a video over that right now, but I'm just gonna throw this one in right now, and I'm just gonna go get that put down real quick, and we'll be right back. Just figured it out. So yeah, you want to make sure that little dots towards the top. So I was doing it right already, so I did not realize that, but yes, you got to make sure that is lined up right. We got the hub on. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. So what I did is obviously, I still got the quick release on here. I just took the bottom part off, so it's gonna be this one right here, and I got a universal one, and then obviously this one's a 6-hole one. So this one should be able to match up for everything, which obviously it does. You just got to get the screws, and you just got to screw them in real quick. So I'm gonna do that, and I will show you right at the end. These are the screws that came with this right here. These are the ones we're gonna be using. I'm not 100% sure their size, but they're gonna be using a hex wrench to put this in. This is the one that they gave me too. Again, I don't know the size on this one. But yeah, no, this is the ones that we're going to be doing. Obviously, we're just going to bolt it straight up to that. We got everything all bolted on right here. As you can see, nothing is coming off. All we got to do after this is just put on these ones again. I mean, it's up to you if you do want to, but I like to do it just because obviously it makes it look a bit nicer, and it'll keep these wires out the way too. So we'll get this on. We'll get this on real quick, and I'll show you in just a second. And just in case you forgot, it's the 2 that is right here, and then you got the 1 that is down there. You just got to make sure you screw those all in. That's it. Everything is put back together, and all you got to do is just connect your wheel, obviously, and then boom, it's all on there for you. And that's pretty much all you do. So just a rundown again, all you need is a screwdriver. It's good to have a Phillips and a flathead, but I mean, if you only have a flathead, that'll work too. But yeah, and then we're also going to use the 7/8 socket that's going to take off the center nut that I was telling you about. And then don't mind all these stuff. They're just gaskets and stuff. I mean, it's optional if you want to put them on. But yeah, and all the other stuff that you got, you just throw it off to the side. Oh, and then we also use that these Torx too. Where did I put it at? I put it somewhere down here, but it is the size 40, I believe. I think this one is it. No. Yeah, no, it's size 40. I was told it was T45, but it's actually T40. So that's all you got to do for the side ones to get this off. But once it's all on, you're all good to go. And that's pretty much it. All right, one more thing I forgot to add to is you're going to have an airbag light on. At least with my car too, it is not going to let you go anywhere. You'll go like 5 miles per hour and it'll like slam on the brakes because it thinks you're in a car crash. Two simple fixes to that. You can either just simply do what I did, just pull the fuse that's on the side. You should know which one it is because once you turn it on, the light will turn off. And then also you can also get a diode, and you can put it in where the like the airbag sense, like where like the one of like the sensors we pulled out inside of here that's sitting in here. You just gotta find out whichever one is for the actual airbag, and then you can get like a certain diode that can actually support the amount of ohms that's going to be going through there. And you just put it in there, and that's how you turn that off too. I didn't do it that way because obviously, you know, I just did it the simpler way, just pulling the fuse, but that's like the more proper way if you want to do it like that. But other than that, that's literally it. It's all in, it does great, it turns the wheel and everything is all good. Got it all on, we're driving around right now. One thing I did do by accident was that I didn't fully have it lined up, so it's a little bit off to the left, so I'm going to recorrect that. But other than that, it works great, it turns great. And everything's all together. So that's basically all you have to do. Again, just make sure that you get this all centered up, or else it's gonna look all weird, and it's probably gonna feel weird because, especially with me, I like to keep my thumb right here. So yeah, just make sure you follow the steps, and it's as simple as that, and you got it.